Cinderella woman.
Hello. Konnichiwa, minasan. Genki desu. Yeah, guys. Like I said, I'm Jay Kashi, and today I'm joined by Wally, my dude. I don't know where he is right now, but there he is. But listen, we're here. Listen, like I said, this is going to be a simple sports talk. A lot of big stuff happened today. We are going to be discussing sports, which is basically we're talking Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, and traded to the Westside, and we're also talking about how sorry we feel bad for Damian and Ja right now.
How bad he is.
Yeah, me. But that's the title I'll put down. So, all in all, guys, we're gonna give you our thoughts. We're gonna go in depth on some of this stuff, and just really, like I said, there's not gonna be deep analytics or anything like that. It's just gonna be a simple, like, exchange of information, stats, and like what do we think the West is gonna look like now, and then also. And also, what is the freaking playoffs going to be in the West? Because I'm actually more intrigued now with that than I am this person. But all in all, first order of business. Before we get to KD, let's get to Kyrie. So, as you guys all well know, Kyrie got traded to the freaking Mavericks with bad boy Luka Doncic, and right now he's he actually ups the team in terms of more offensive power, and also I would also say spreading the floor a little bit because Kyrie by himself is a dominant ball handler. He can score when he needs to, and he closes shit. So I think the Mavs picking him up was good. I would prefer to see him with freaking Dame because Dame needs help in general because his team, yeah, there's a lot of reasons I can get into that, but I think. The Mavericks the Mavs making the move that they did to try to hone another player to add to their roster was pretty smart, and I'm curious to see what that play dynamic is going to look like. Wally, your thoughts on Kyrie Irving trade, and also what do you rank the Mavericks now that they got him?
Well, first things first. Mark Cuban, congratulations.
Mark Cuban.
Besides that, I would like to sit here and say this. Most people that are worried about this, anyone is, don't, because let's get real about one thing. They still got to bring a bond together. They still got to formulate that. Once that goes around, time will tell. Other than that, I like to sit here and say this. I believe that for Kyrie, I say it like this. Show me once, show me twice, show me 3 times. It's going to be over. It's going to be all the same. Look, he wanted the team. He wanted to be the guy that led Cleveland. That Saint, he left. He went to Boston. He got the greatest trade off in his lifetime. He went to Boston. What did he do in Boston? And then what happened after that? He went to Brooklyn Nets. What he did there. Look, I'm honest. I don't know, man. I look at Kyrie as a situationship of basketball, and he just a guy that I don't know if he looks like he really wants to win. I don't know what Kyrie wants out of football, out of basketball, amongst being on these NBA teams. I don't know what he wants because it's like he can't sit at a good situation long. He can't sit at a team long enough for him to actually build some credibility with himself, let alone with the team. So if this goes the way it goes previously, I see the same thing with the Dallas. It won't last. But time will tell. As far as what I'll grade it, the trade, I give it a solid B-. Why? Because I don't know what I'm going to get out of Kyrie. I'll leave it there.
All right. Yeah, man, listen, Kyrie hasn't been on the team that's produced any results. That's slightly, but it is what it is when it comes to him. I think that the fact that I really got a W with LeBron really says a lot, and he hasn't managed to duplicate that successfully like he did with LeBron. So I think he's going to be sort of stuck in that little rabbit loophole. But he's in the West now, so let's see how he does.
Man, come on. He was in the East. He couldn't make it. The West, he's going to get him. We're going to see who Kyrie is now. We're going to see who he is now in the West. Okay.
He's, like I said, don't shit on Kyrie. He's still a good player.
I'm not going to shit on Kyrie. No, don't get me twisted. Kyrie got one of the best handles in the game. He got one of the best handles in the game. He can score, all that. But my thing is this. He was one of the many few that was in the East, and he still didn't get it when it was in his hands. Now you're in the West. Have fun. I want to see you do something. I want to see you show up now. Because, boy, this is the best time in a lifetime for you to show up.
Okay. Now for me, I'm just gonna say this. Don't worry, guys. I'm gonna talk about this. Also, part of my other point. But so you know, like I said, so Kyrie went to the Mavs. It is what it is. Let's see how he flourishes over there. If he, in this case, it's sink or swim with that. So we'll see. All right. So let's get into the really big one. All right, y'all. Kevin Durant, the dude who won 2 championships with Golden State, the reason why Steph Curry got his other 2, was traded to the Phoenix Suns. And also not to mention, this was also one of the teams that he said he wanted to get traded to, particularly not the start of the year, the start, I believe it was the start of quote unquote last year, where he said, I want either the Heat, Phoenix. He didn't say any other teams. I think it was just those 2. And, you know, that didn't happen at the beginning of the season. Now during through the trade deadline, sorry guys, I'm a little slow. Get some water. During its inception and all, the Brooklyn Nets agreed to to trade Kevin Durant for a 3-player block in this case, and make sure I got the names right. They decided to trade Jay Crowder, Mikal Bridges. Yeah, Mikal. If I say his name, I'm sorry. Yeah, Mikal Bridges, and I'm trying to find the other cat real quick. Let's see. Yeah, give me a second, guys.
While Jay do that real quick, let me make this one more statement on
Go ahead.
Kyrie.
Go ahead.
On the Knicks side, for their grade, on the Knicks side of the trade, I would sit here and say they got also a solid. I'll give theirs a B, simply because they got rid of each other. Simple as fact.
Oh yeah, by the way, James Cameron. James. It's not James Cameron, guys. I just wanted to say James Cameron to be funny because that's actually that's a director. Cameron Johnson. That was his name. I'm sorry, guys. I'm out of sense. Sorry about that. So Jay Crowder, Cameron Johnson, and Mikal Bridges. So they got him, and 4 unprotected first round picks and a 2028 pick swap to Brooklyn for Durant and TJ Warren. So they scored big on theirs because they still have Chris Paul, they still have Devin Booker, a guy that I do like, and now they've added Kevin Durant to their and TJ Warren to their ranks, and with that kind of helps them get over the hump. I don't know what. Like I said, I got to see what the play dynamic of what that's going to be. I'm more really intrigued how that's going to go down, because I think with the roster they have at their disposal, they can kind of dominate. But I said kind of dominate. The reason why I'm going to say why is because you got rid of Mikal Bridges, you got rid of Cameron Johnson, and you got rid of Jay Crowder, which Jay Crowder is very controversial. Like, he's good in offense and defense, but he's a good defender in some regards. I said in some regards. I say all, but he's good. But Wally, what is your thoughts on this?
Phoenix Suns. You did good. You did good. God damn it. Look, the Phoenix Suns, man, look. I expect the Phoenix Suns, if they make it to the playoffs, which I believe they will, I believe they will be right back where they were before, fighting for the championship, and they will truly eclipse this time over. If they make it to the finals, I'm banking on them to win it all.
I am too. I will too.
I'm banking on. Look, CP3, feed KD the Rock. Ooh, feed him.
He's got help now.
Oh, feed him the Rock.
He got his own LeBron at this point.
This nigga get ugly. Feed him the Rock.
I will say this: they can do, because they're both like stupid scorers, like Devin Booker and KD. And of course, KD is better, but like capitalize off each other's shots and shit like that. I think that team is going to be. I think that team is built to win. Like I said, they have a lot of fucking practicing and play to run together. I think once they do that, and then Chris Paul knows what he's doing, he can finally get his ring. Finally, he won't get 2. He probably get 1. Where he goes. Which I would like to. I would say I was wanting him to get a ring.
Well, I don't say that. If he wants to be traded there, which technically he got that trade, I don't think that's going to be the case. But nonetheless, look, as far as what they traded off, I mean, it wasn't. I'm gonna say it like this: for the Boston Knicks, I would say Nuggets.
Boston Knicks.
No, I almost said the Boston Nuggets for a moment, but no, the Boston Nets. Nets. But look, honestly, I ain't gonna lie to you. Y'all should have traded KD last year. I don't know why I was waiting. If y'all trade KD for those type of players, I don't see why y'all waited for it. Y'all could have did that last year. Y'all really could have did that last year. Y'all really could have, but you didn't want to, and that's y'all play yourself on that. But look, I'll say it like this: for KD going to the Suns, that is a major plus because he got to go where he wanted to go. Funny enough, they gave him where he wanted to go, and not freaking Kyrie. That's funny. That's funny as hell. But other than that, I will definitely say for the Phoenix Suns, the trade was worth it all. I will give them an A-, only because they are a little bit gone from their defense. So that's still a picture. There's still question if that team could have played defensively. Because scoring is one thing, but playing defensive is another thing. So that's going to be the big question right there. Now, for Brooklyn, I say that for your trade, it was worth.
So it was worth
the beat. It was worth the beat. As much as I give them, it was worth the beat. Because they should have did that last year. They really should have did that last year. I don't see what's the point now. Should have did that last year. I give that shit a beat.
I don't know. Like I said, Katie wanting to leave like makes sense to me. And team wasn't getting anywhere. Anyway, and we'll have to talk about it now. More interested. Okay, two things I want to say.
I mean, but look, other than that, look, they're in the top 5. They're in the top 8 of the NFC, the ABA East. They're in the top 8, so they're definitely going to be first rounders out. I don't see them making it past this. They're going to be first round out, whoever they play, if they stayed in the top 8.
The Nets or the Suns?
Huh?
What team are you talking about?
The Nets.
The Nets.
They're going to be the first one out. They're going to literally be out first round if they stay in the top 8.
I mean, I did say the number. I was going to make a statement about that. So let me say it now since you started it. Thank you. Those numbers, that standing is going to drop. Like dead ass. It's going to drop. Because I don't see... I do not see the freaking the Nets being like the numbers that like staying on top the way they were. Like I said, that's significantly going to drop. But then again,
I will say this though. I will add this big component. Miami, I think if there's any time now to make this trade, it'd be now. Or for Jay Crowder now, my lovers, now.
Durant? I mean, not Durant. I'm sorry. I said Durant on reflex.
For Crowder.
No, I know who you meant. I said Durant on reflex.
Yeah,
you
but
said
for
that.
Crowder.
What did the fuck they gonna trade for to get his ass?
We can go with a couple of people. Dude that makes the threes that they didn't want to pay. We can definitely pay. Man, look, I don't care. We can trade Lowry. We can trade a couple of people on our team.
No, I'm just trying to figure out who you mean. I know who's not good and who's bad, but we talking about like 3.
We can trade a couple of people off our team to get. Man, look, we can trade a couple of people. It's okay. I mean, at this point,
his name Max and the last name Struce. Do you want to get rid of him?
I'm gonna look at that as here or there. That all depends. That all depends on the other 2 people packaged with them.
I mean, I know you would agree with Duncan Robinson, but it was just good.
Yeah, go ahead. Hey, look.
Never really developed into the player he was supposed to be.
More defense is what we need. That nigga can make he can make all the respective threes he wants. That's all good. But if you can't make no field goal shots, man, get out of here. Like, man, look, you can do all the threes you want. It only takes 5 shots of threes to make 15 points. And you're only playing, and this game's how long? How long is the game of the NBA? Come on now. No, come on. You got to do more. Get out of here. I don't got time for this. You ain't special just because you can shoot from 3 points.
Oh no, you're not. You're only good if you put them shit in the fucking basket, and have a consistent fucking scoring percentage rate. But so I do want to talk about like that a trend that's been going around that I noticed on YouTube is that they say like that big 3, that their quote unquote big 3 in the Nets was like Harden and Kyrie and all them. They only had 6, and somebody said they only played 16 games together and didn't get shit. And I'm like, I'm balling to that shit because that shit's actually true. I'm sorry, bro. And I actually know some dudes on YouTube that are actually fucking like Nets fans, and they're like tight as fuck right now. I guess I'm sorry I'm fumbling tonight. It's just because, hey man, this is actually something we're talking about, and I'm kind of like chill as hell right now. So I apologize for fucking the names. Not on my A game tonight. I don't. Shit. But not really much I want to say besides let's get into my West talk. The Western Conference like predictions, because right now I feel bad for Dame Lillard. I feel bad for fucking Ja. Hence why my title, sorry, Ja Morant. Ja Morant and his comments about like I'm the best in the West or some shit, or like, the Westside rules and shit like that. Yeah, bro, listen, this shit just got hella hard for your ass just now. Hella hard. With the extra pause. But yeah. Listen, I'm such a Ja Morant fan. I feel bad for Ja right now. Like, bro, you about to fucking bro, Ja. Oh, and like I said, I really want the Grizzlies to get better. Like, bro, the Grizzlies, man. Y'all gonna have to like battle through hell and water to fucking try to get past these teams now. This is ridiculous. I have no doubt you can beat the Lakers. Personally, in my mind, I have no doubt you can beat them. But freaking the Suns, the Mavs, make. I think they can beat the Nuggets, but those. I don't. I just don't see it. I mean, and by the way, please don't get it twisted. I'm not shitting on the Grizzlies. I think the Grizzlies are better than the freaking Trailblazers. Clearly, they're better. But I wager the Trailblazers get knocked out the first round if they even make it. So that's just me. But the Trailblazers aren't even in. So they have 27. Yeah, they have 27 wins and 28 losses. So yeah, Warriors. Yeah, they went on decline, which I'm glad they are on decline. Personally, I don't want to see them see somebody else. Yeah, so they so the biggest teams I have to say they'd have to get through. They have to beat the Kings, Clippers, or Pelicans more often than not. And the Pelicans are really, really good this year. Yeah, I'll just say that. Like I said, we'll see. But Ja, you got some work, bro. It's time to put up or shut up. Because the problem is you're the only star on your team. Well, actually, I actually call Ja. People don't consider him superstar yet. I consider him superstar at this point because he's leading the whole team. But he got some good. Players. Hey man, I trade them up for some reason. I mean, he dead ass because they're good. But hey, you're shaking your head. I'm dead ass serious. That team is still, all in all, overall better. But Ja, I mean, I'm curious to see what Ja gonna do in the fucking conference. This is all future predictions for me. I'm curious to how that shit's gonna play out. I really am. Because like I said, Ja gotta put up and shut up. Like literally. Dang. What I gotta say about Damian Lillard right now, dang, just really. Like, join whatever team you want. I don't care. Of course, not Giannis and any of them team motherfuckers who are already established. The teams that actually need help and proper build up. Just don't go to the fucking Magic. You ain't gonna win shit. But there's also two other players we got to talk about, guys. Westbrook and D'Angelo. So as you guys all well know, Westbrook was traded for D'Angelo, and he's on the Timberwolves now, and then D'Angelo's with the Lakers. Wally, what are your thoughts?
One, that was a three-way trade. If I'm not mistaken, it was Westbrook to the Timberwolves. It was Westbrook to the Timberwolves. There was one more team I don't remember, and then no. Wait. It was one team to some. Yeah, there was one team in the middle. I forgot what the team was, but All I know is it consisted of the Lakers, the Timberwolves, and someone else. But amongst the Timberwolves, we got the Lakers got D'Angelo Russell. Westbrook went to, if I'm not mistaken, to the Timberwolves, or he went to another team. And then the Lakers, they traded off someone else to another team. One of the other.
Okay.
In that notion. So,
all right.
Somewhere in that compository. Actually, let me find it. Let me make sure, because I don't want to say that wrong.
And then after that, we'll give our thoughts on all this together. I guess we'll talk a little, and then we'll talk a little bit about our team, and then that's what we'll do.
All right, hold on. A three-way trade. So, okay, sorry. So, Westbrook is actually not going. So, yeah, wrong again. So, Westbrook went to the Utah Jazz.
Oh, Utah Jazz. Sorry, guys. That's what it was.
Yeah,
it was Utah.
They went to the Utah Jazz. Russell went back. Russell was with the Timberwolves, but now he's back, if I'm not mistaken, with the Lakers. And of course, also the Lakers acquired Malik Bradley and Gerard. So sorry.
That's so weird.
Jared Vanderbilt, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Vanderbilt to the Lakers. So yeah, that was just that trade. I do not know who the Jazz traded over, if I'm not mistaken, because to the Timberwolves. But I know that right now Westbrook is at the Jazz. Russell is with us from the Timberwolves. Timberwolves got somebody, and then amongst that, we also acquired Malik Bradley and then Jared Vanderbilt to the Lakers. Also, if I'm not so the Lakers also sent Patrick Beverley to the Orlando for Mo Bamba and Thomas Bryant went to Denver. Oh yeah, this is good. It's pretty good.
He's back with the Lakers. Never mind. Damn, whoa.
Yeah,
guys, I'm sorry. Ignore everything that I just said. I'm sure it was like.
That's a lot. Wait a minute. If I'm not mistaken, isn't Mo Bamba the star of the Orlando Magic?
Mo Bamba. I know what you mean. That's what they say, Mo Bamba.
I remember he made a comment saying that the reason why he's not playing adequately is because he's with Orlando, but if he ever were to leave, he's gonna show out. I need to go recheck that.
I don't know. He has to be about.
I don't know if it was him or someone else amongst that team. Someone else. I don't know. Either which way.
I'm talking about he needs to have some ammo for that arsenal he just said. Like literally, I have to look up his stats and I haven't seen him play, but. Like, it had to be like Zion height or some shit like that.
Well, he has been more healthy. In my extension, he's been more healthier than Zion, so I don't know.
I mean, that's for sure. I don't follow him as much, but I don't hear much about, like, my mom was always injured or some shit. But,
right. So, funny enough, let me throw this in there. So, there's a possibility, keyword possibility, that D'Angelo Russell will probably not be in the lineup of the Lakers, which means they might still trade him. Possibility. Throw that in there.
Okay.
And also, Westbrook, who knows? He might still be traded as well. Not sure yet. It's fumbling around.
It's not even just fumbling around, bro. It's like fucking merry-go-round bullshit. I mean, that's what I'm talking about, but I know what you mean by fumbling. Shit. Yeah, just keep the motherfucker. Go through all that stuff just to get him, and then like fucking like we just will get rid of him and get him. Like, yeah, bro, stop. But I don't know what LeBron's gonna do. I have no idea what he's gonna do this season. I really have no goddamn idea, and I don't make it to the playoffs personally. But what number seed they are. Yeah, they're always the
Let's
guy
see.
down there.
Oh, that boy is 7 feet. No, he's not 7 feet. He's probably under.
Umo Ball.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so he's a role player. He's just a role player.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, he's a center. So okay, I'm making sure because I'm like, it was somebody from that team I remember said something. I don't know who it was.
Who was it?
Like I said, I don't know what it was. I know it was off the.
I know. I'm being fun, but you guys, I'm being jackass right now. No, but all seriousness, guys. All right, squirting some water, y'all. But Wally, thank you for giving me some news on that. A little extra news and statements going on. But yeah, guys, I think that's pretty much it. I think we covered everything. I'm more interested to what the West is going to look like at the end of All-Star Week and all this nonsense month. I said All-Star. I'll call it All-Star month. When all this gets adjourned, shit like that, and we're gonna see like who bumps up in rank and things like that. So we'll see.
Hold on, let's look at it.
Well, is there anything else that we wanted to tackle, like key talk or whatever, before we ended it?
Hold on.
So what? You want me to share that?
Yeah.
Let's do this. Cause I'm looking. I mean, it's so funny. I'm looking at that right now.
So as we all can see here right now, Celtics are number 1, Bucks 2, 76ers are 3, Cavs are 4, Knicks are 5, but they will soon drop. Miami 6, Nuggets 7, Hawks are 8. If we were playing the playoffs right now, just with these guys right now, yeah, like I said, the Nets are out of here. Let's see. It would be Boston with the Hawks, Bucks with the Knicks, 76 with the Heats, and then Cavs with the Nets. Now, Cavaliers are going to rip them to shreds.
Oh, yeah, that's not even a contest, dude. Like, Donovan Mitchell was more than enough to get the job done. Darius, Garland, like that team is stacked. I think they'll do a really great job. I see them making the second round, possibly the last round, possibly.
I mean, literally, if this is like, look, if this stays what it is, oh yeah, they're gonna make the second round.
Yeah, I think Cavs will make the second round easy. And I'm gonna say easy on that. Yes, I am. Donovan Mitchell.
But now, see, look at this right now, right? So just the top 8, right, alone. We got the Nuggets, Grizzlies, Kings, the Mavericks, the Suns, the Clippers, the Pelicans, and the Timberwolves. I mean, literally, man, look, I'm sorry. The Suns are going to rip motherfuckers to shreds. Y'all ain't got no one to contest. Boy, this thing going to get ugly. I mean, at best, well, let's see, right? Nuggets with Pelicans, I give it to the Nuggets. Grizzlies with Clippers, I can go either way, depending on health factors. Wait. Yeah, sorry. No. Okay, let me do that again. Sorry. Nuggets with Timberwolves. I messed that up. Yeah, I can see Nuggets. Pelicans with Grizzlies. Grizzlies will take that out. Clippers and Kings. I think Clippers will take that. Mavericks and Suns. Oh, that's gonna be the greatest game out of them all, right there. First round.
The greatest game went too fast. Say it again.
If it was the Mavericks versus the Suns, right? Like, let's say this is the playoff right now, right?
Oh, the rematch from last year, that'll be dope.
Yeah, if it's Mavericks versus the Suns, that would be a heavy game because that's stacked. All the other games not too stacked. It is what it is. But that's gonna be a stacked game right there. That would be a stacked game. That's a big game right there. And it will be the first time Golden State is not in the playoffs.
I would actually love it if they don't make the playoffs. That's me. I'll be so happy.
Oh,
really.
Marcus and JBJ would be sad.
I don't care. Let them. Hey, listen. Let the iguanas be sad. I don't care. I want like these cats up in this standing to get to give it a good push towards the playoffs. Like I said, no LeBron, no LeBron, no Steph Curry. That's great. New people, new management takes place. I mean, that's just me because I want. And see, the thing is, even if they didn't make it, which was gonna be funny, I would like for Ja to win it all personally because I wanted the Grizzlies to Ja to get it to really prove everybody like, yo, I got my first ring and all this. Because at least if he just gets one, he's really, really set in that Hall of Fame.
Now, see, Chicago, look, so as we see, there's a little bit of news, right? Chicago Bulls talking about they believe in their big three. Man, look here, your big three has not had no success. They're not even the top 18. What you talking about? They're not even in the top 18. And I believe in our big three. Man, look. Kyrie Lowry had more success than Rosen, okay? Rosen hasn't even seen the playoffs ever since he left the Raptors.
I will say this: if DeRozan stayed and they had Kawhi Leonard, that probably would have been an even tougher series for the Golden State Warriors. I said it.
So if I'm not mistaken, right? If I'm not mistaken, I believe the Russell's a shoot guard, so that means they need to fix whatever point guard they got going on because that team, between him, Levine, and then the guy that's right here, this guy that used to be with the Orlando Magic, I forgot his name, but he's a pretty good dude, right? That enough should have been there, but I think they need to clinch point guard, whoever he is. Matter of fact, let's just go look at this right now, right? Let's just take a look. Let's take a look. Wait, actually, no, I don't have to do that. I don't know what I'm doing. Where the Bulls at? Oh, okay, I'm in the Westside. The Bulls. Let me switch this tab up. You feel me? Roster. Oh, that's why. LeVar Ball's injured. I'm sorry for y'all. I feel sorry for y'all. I'm sorry for y'all. I say that respectfully. Yeah. Okay, Nicola. Okay, I don't know how to say that name. Nicola. Okay. Other than a few players. Oh wait, they got Goran Dragic. What the world?
Hey, what's up, guys? My bad. I apologize for being late. What's up, Jay? What's up, Wally?
They got Goran Dragic. Wait, they got Goran Dragic, and why do they suck?
Hold on, Wally. Let me say something. The prodigal Mexican brother.
I appreciate that. What's up, man? What's up, bro?
Yeah, man. Oh, hey, how you doing?
You know I could have missed this, bro. You know I could have missed this. My bad.
Please, man. Actually, I'll be honest. Wally asked me to do an extra 5 minutes. That's why I didn't end it. So, okay. So, damn it. Okay, so since you're here, brother Marcus.
Right. Yes, sir.
Okay, so give us your thoughts on the Kyrie to Maverick separately, and then what do you think of Kevin Durant Suns? And also, do you feel sorry for John Morant and Damian Lillard in the West now? But go to Kyrie first.
I think with Kyrie, it's going to be interesting because you're gonna have Luka, who is an MVP caliber player of the NBA, right? You have him, right? Then you have Kyrie, who's a great finisher, so he can take that pressure away and that extra baggage that maybe Luka might not have to carry as much. However, the only thing is that they gotta step up on defense more. They're gonna have to step up on defense because they got rid of Spencer Dinwiddie and they got rid of Finney Smith, who Finney Smith was probably one of their best defenders on the Dallas Mavericks team. So they're gonna have to pick that up. But I think overall it's gonna be more of an entertainment value and more of a scoring value. Spencer Dinwiddie's still a dog. That's why I believe did Spencer go back to the Nets or did he end up going to somewhere else? along with
No,
Finney
he's with the
Smith.
Nets. I think I'm just saying. Like, Spencer Dinwiddie's with the Nets now.
Okay, so he went back to the Nets because I remember Spencer was with the
But he
Nets
might
and
be-
with the Wizards.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
he might be
Spencer.
okay.
Yeah, because Spencer technically he had gotten traded to the Wizards,
mhm.
but then he ended up in the Mavericks, and so at that point, they were trying to shop for something else, but they ended up getting somebody else from the Wizards. So, but long story short, I do think it's cool. I think it's going to be something that Dallas is going to love. I think as fans are going to appreciate. They can win a championship. I think they can. It's just all they need is a big guy. I think they need a big because they had a Boban, but Boban's with the Rockets. Boban was that big giant guy, like 7'2", 7'3" guy, I believe, not 7'4", but and then as far as Kevin Durant, I think Kevin Durant going with the Suns is crazy because if that was the case, then they should have ended up playing together like 3 or 4 years ago. If that's the case on the Suns, because KD still got time, but is not. I don't think he's got that much because I know he's been in the league like
somewhere around there.
Yeah, so he's been in the league like 13, 14 years already now.
Yeah.
So he's not young. He's still got probably like a good 5 years maybe. That's if he wants to. Yeah, right. If he doesn't get injured, I think he could go 4 or 5. But
He's injured in 3 years.
Yeah, so I think what they did was they made sure they can get at least enough years, bring people to Arizona, make sure they can sell out arenas. Because you got KD, Chris Paul. Chris Paul don't got much time left.
He really don't. This is his last year to spurt to make
right.
a run.
Right, and then with Devin Booker, I think it's going to be interesting because you got Devin Booker, who's a scoring specialist, but you also got
take some pressure off of KD.
Yeah, and so there you go, and then plus you're going to have Chris Paul.
They take pressure off each other. If you want to be real.
Yeah, because you got Chris Paul. Chris Paul he's probably one of the greatest facilitators in the game.
Yeah, and he utilizes great space and he can spread out the floor.
Exactly. So
that's the point forward.
Yeah, so I think they should be good. I don't know who the Suns' bigs are. I don't know if DeAndre Ayton's still there. DeAndre.
Yeah, they still have him the next time.
Yeah, they still got him. I think they should be good because KD can help DeAndre Ayton get rebounds. He can help him get rebounds because Kevin Durant's like 6'11", 7 foot, basically how tall he is. He can help him get rebounds, and then I don't know if they still got Saric or they still got Jay Crowder.
Jay Crowder got traded. He's with the Nets now.
Okay, so Jay Crowder's with the Nets. Okay.
So let me tell you, it's Cameron Johnson, Mikal Bridges, and Jay Crowder. Those are the 3 they got.
Okay, because I remember, I know that Malik Beasley and D'Angelo Russell ended up going to the Lakers, and Russ is with the Timberwolves, if I'm not mistaken.
Wally.
But Wally, you there?
Did you see Westbrook is still with the Lakers? Which is weird.
I don't know. He might be busy, but yeah, that was the other news too. Is that they had traded Russell Westbrook. They traded Russell Westbrook earlier, or I think it could have been last night. I think, but last I checked, it was like this morning. Yeah. So Wally, where did Russ ended up going to? Was it to Minnesota or somewhere else?
The Utah Jazz.
The Utah Jazz. Okay, there you go. Yeah, because that was a 3-team trade. There you go. It was a 3-team trade. And the Lakers basically ended up getting Malik Beasley, D'Angelo Russell, and I think maybe one other player, if not another pick. But that's what they ended up getting rid of Russell Westbrook for was him and a 1st-round pick. So there was that. And then as far as for John Morant, I was like, hey man, it's the way that it is with the West. And in the West, it's just how it is, man. The West is tough. The West is a bit tougher than the East. It's always been like that for the most part. Like the East had their days. The East had their days of dominance, but usually it's like 60-40. Like 60% of the time, Western's going to be tougher. Maybe 40% of the time, the East will be the tough dog. But it's just how it is, man. It's just how it is.
Yeah, and thank you for answering that, because I know Will never answered it for me, because because the reason why I said sorry, John Morant, is because, bro, because I don't know if you've seen, like, not memes. Have you seen posts of when they say sorry, John Morant, like when Durant made that tweet saying like, yo man, I'm in the West, man, we get it all good, okay? And then he says, I'm the beast or some shit. Like I'll look it up of what John said, but when he said that, and then it's like, yo, this is what you get for running your mouth, John.
Yeah, and like, don't get me wrong, right? Like, I love his game, but at the same time,
don't get twisted, but bro,
but yeah, he's gonna need help, because not everybody on. I mean, that's a great team, right? That team can still go to a Western Conference Finals, but I think
the championship is the question.
Yeah, right, and maybe. Yeah, maybe he could squeeze going to the finals, maybe, but he's gonna need one other player.
That's it.
Yeah, he's gonna need one other player to help him at least.
Like for example, if it was, I'll just, guys, let me just throw some people in here. So let's get rid of some players. If I were to help Ja, I would give Ja Bam Adebayo a better fucking center that can utilize space and get shit in the paint, and I give him Jimmy Butler. If I give him that, then they might have something. But with what he has, like Dylan Brooks and stuff like that, like, it's not enough. And Jackson, I think his name is Jackson. Not enough. We're like maybe even slightly above average players, maybe. But I also, like, I doubt, like, none of them are a CJ McCollum player. That's the thing. None of them are a CJ or Zion, or I guess if you want to throw in Brandon Ingram, I don't know. He's better for me, but I put CJ on that tier. The CJ McCollum is really fucking good. Like, if he had like 2 CJs on his team, that motherfucker might be able to do something. But no, like, that would help out y'all. I would actually give him Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo, and then I might actually just kind of equal it out a little bit. But like you actually need another star with you, like Joe Embiid or some shit like that, or maybe a DeRozan. Who knows? But by himself, because I said he's in the same predicament as Dame. Marcus, Dame is the one. Dame is the only thing that's carrying his team, and that's really it. Oh, and then somebody in the comments where I read that, Jonty, somebody said, Dame, you should just hang it up, bro.
No, well, I think Dame, to be honest, if I don't think he should even stay in Portland. If that's the case, go somewhere else. If that's the case, go somewhere else. Like, go with the Clippers, or go. Is Ja Morant a point guard, or is he a shooting guard? Ja Morant. He's the point guard. Okay.
I mean, look at it, but I'm pretty sure he is a.
Yeah, because I don't know if he likes to play both. If he just plays point guard.
He says point guard. He's not a scoring guard. Gotcha.
Okay. So no shooting guard, no scoring guard. Okay, but he's a point guard.
Okay, so I'm looking at some of these posts right here where it says CJ McCollum, Kevin Durant being traded to the Suns is Ja Morant's fault. That's the title of one of these articles. CJ McCollum hilariously blames Ja Morant for Kevin Durant trade. Oh, let's see. Oh no, wait. Let me. Yeah, but he's a point. Yeah, he's a point guard. That's pretty much it.
Point guard, yeah. He's great though. He's gonna be one of those top players regardless for the next 10 years at least. Ja Morant is. I'm thinking of a team that where Damian Lillard could go end up in though. Where like they don't really have like a star like NBA like point guard, but they have like a good maybe 3 to 5 like small forward, power forward in the center. Oh, I know where Damian could go play.
Anywhere in the East.
Denver.
With
Jokic.
That makes sense.
Jamal
with
Curry. Well, no, Jamal Curry, Jamal
Murray,
Okay.
bro. I think I could see him go there.
That team get past the freaking first and second round.
Yeah, they could be a Western Conference Finals team or not a Finals team. Yeah,
because you have a big man, you have Jokic dominates in the fucking paint, and you can just have team shooting from like outside accuracy. Mm-hmm. And Jamal,
the only other team,
Jamal Murray could take some. Well, I don't think Dame really has pressure on him, but Jamal Murray could really be the neutralizer and all that.
I think too. Like if he doesn't go to, if he doesn't go to the Nuggets, he needs to go to the Clippers because I think with the Clippers, they'll trade a couple players, but they could keep Kawhi, they could keep Paul George, or they could get rid of one of those guys and then keep the rest of the roster and just have Damian Lillard as the point guard.
That would boost their offense a little bit.
Yep, and then
who else in the West can join? I don't know. And the Nuggets make sense what you just said. I do like that. Somebody wanted Damian on the freaking Lakers to help LeBron and shit. I'm like, nah, bro. He'll go to shit if he stays there. Not progressive. I mean, the Kings are good this year, but oh shit. Actually, no. What would be really sick is if somebody said Pelicans, but I don't know. Pelicans are really good. It just they need a push. I mean, he'll be playing with CJ. I don't know who they would trade to get him over there, but because he's like they probably could do a few-player trade for Dame. That ass. Yeah. Oh yeah, Marcus. I want to ask you a question. Is it there, Marcus?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
I'm here.
I think Wally's still here too. So me and Wally had a talk earlier regarding Dame, and I wanted to ask you this question, just in your personal opinion. Mm-hmm. Is there anybody on the Heat team that is on the same caliber of Damian Lillard? Any of them sons?
Wait, say that again one more time.
I said, is there anybody on the Heat team that is of caliber of Damian Lillard?
Scoring wise, no, but the only guy closest to him is Jimmy Butler.
Okay, and that's
Thank you.
That's what Wally said.
But no, hold on, Wally. Damian Lillard is miles ahead of scoring compared to Jimmy Butler.
You just said that. That's why I said thank you. Once again, you still prove my point.
Yeah, but I think if you were given a body of work, Jimmy physically, from a physical side, he can dominate more in the paint than Damian. However, Damian is fast, and he can be more flashy with the step back. He is better at pulling up. Right. So can both get the and one? Sure, but I think overall, Damian Lillard is just more of a dog when it comes to it because he's accomplished more. However, that's also a team that Damian Lillard could go to. He could go to the Miami Heat. He can be part of the Miami Heat. He can fit well with them because they don't. I don't really know a point guard on Miami that is like a star. So he can't. He can go to the Miami Heat and play with Jimmy and them. That would be a great way to get the seats filled. A great way to get the scoring up more. Because that's another great fit.
Everybody in the West, in the East.
Because the only reason why I say that is because if you can keep Bam Adebayo, or you can get a reliable, and yeah, there you go. So you have Bam Adebayo and you have Jimmy, and then you have him. It could fit just like it could fit with the Joker. We get Denver. So you got Denver, Miami, and the Clippers. I think those would be the best teams for him, and maybe Boston if they have the money, if they have the cap space, and then also if the Milwaukee Bucks have the cap space as well.
Yeah,
Milwaukee,
he will join the Bucks. I can't see that. We'll never see that.
I see Milwaukee willing to do it.
Yeah,
they're gonna trade Chris Middleton. I
wanted to talk about the Chris Middleton thing that he brought up.
I don't know if that's gonna be true yet. It's in talks.
Oh, and by the way, guys, I'm gonna let y'all know. I'm right now I'm playing NBA 2K23, and guess what I'm simulating right now? The Phoenix versus Mavs right now. with Kevin Durant on the freaking Suns and freaking Kyrie Irving on the freaking Mavs right now. I just want to see how this will turn out right now because I'm so curious. But if they trade Chris Middleton, I don't know why. I don't know what the fuck they were doing. Personally, I really don't know why.
I know two other teams where Damian Lillard could fit well in.
Yeah,
that's the Sixers. That's in the East. The Sixers.
Dude, they would
with Joel Embiid.
Get rid of James Harden if you're gonna do that.
You may have to, but then remember.
Look, I'd rather have him than James Harden. Personally, throughout the game, James Harden could cause turnovers.
But be like, no, they would. If you keep the same players and Joel Embiid, dude, they're set. And Joel Embiid's another superstar. That would be a pretty unique duo. I like that. And
then the other team too. I think if you realize my connection between all the teams that I've picked, they have a solid 3 to a 5 player. So from small forward to a point power forward to a center, they have a solid ground and foundation of that already. So with that established already from the 3 to the 5, they have a decent 2 to maybe an all-star 2, and they would have Damian Lillard as a point guard. So I think out of all like the 5 teams that I think he could end up in, I'm gonna say it again. It's the Clippers, the Nuggets, the Heat, the Sixers, maybe the Bucks. Well, I'm gonna say like top 8. There's the Sixers, the Bucks, maybe the Bulls. I could see him maybe on the Bulls, but I could also see him on the Knicks. On the Knicks as well.
Nah, he won't go to the championship.
It's a good market for him though. But
it's a good market, but like we're talking about, like if he wants to win a championship, then I would put him on the teams that are trying to like really get there. Like he would be one because they have dog mentality, and he would fit there. You have to get used to how Jimmy plays. Other than that, I think he'd be alright. He'd be a good fit. And plus, like I said, he could just be throwing lobs to freaking Bam. It could really help him out. If he just knows how to do that, then dude, I don't see how. Because Bam, I'll be honest, Bam has had as much as this season is not a good season for this team, Bam has been doing great. I have nothing bad to say about him at all. That's the only thing. But I am sour they didn't get anybody during the trade line because I'm like, I'm thinking that the Pat Riley just let his nuts drop, like literally.
Yeah.
They didn't do anything.
Yeah.
As much as I want to see KD play for the Heat, that would be pretty dope because that would actually help their field power and maybe have somebody in things thoroughly. But, hey, man. Well, we'll see what happens. Guys, Marcus, was there anything else that you wanted to touch upon before we end things?
Is it just based on sports? Just based on sports, or
based on sports? Because we'll have a good talk behind once the stream is done.
Other than that, I think just overall the Super Bowl coming up is this weekend.
Yeah, I've still got to do a stream.
Right. And I remember I watched a little bit of the Pro Bowl, and I watched some of the highlights, and they had like the flag football game, but they also had like other skills. And I thought the flag football game was cool. It came down to the last minute. It was fun. It looked like fun. Because I was able to, again, when my life experience, I've been able to play both with pads and then with flag football too. So, I think it was interesting, and it was a way of the players not getting seriously hurt, but also having some fun. Do I miss the good old days of the actual Pro Bowl back like in 2012 or before, like 2011? Sure, but this is a smart way too. The skills challenges were interesting. It was their way of making it flashy with like the wide receiver, how to catch it. It's kind of like the all-star dunk contest, but instead they did it to like make it a stylish catch. Other than that, I'm going for overall. I'm rooting for the game of the Super Bowl to be a great scoring game. I want to see both offenses explode. I don't want to see that much defense, but just a little bit, just enough to where they're making a couple stops, but they mostly end up scoring on most drives. I kind of want it to be like a 31-28 game, or maybe like a 35-31, maybe. But yeah, I think it'll be a good game though. I think the Eagles have the better, healthier team. The Chiefs are a little banged up, and they got rid of players too. Like they're not the same team that went to back-to-back Super Bowls. You know, they're a different team. So, but it's still, regardless, Patrick Mahomes is going to be Patrick Mahomes. He's going to put up numbers. He's going to put up a consistent amount of touchdowns, I think. And you're going to have the running backs put in work. You got to watch out for the running game because the defense in the Eagles is the top run defense, just like there are a passing defense. And both teams are their first seed in each conference. So it's the powerhouse in each conference. That's going to be interesting. And it's going to be brother against brother. Kelsey versus Kelsey. And then you got Andy Reid and the coach for the Eagles. Mm-hmm. And they both worked with each other because the coach for the Eagles used to work under as the assistant coach for Andy Reid, and both are facing each other in the Super Bowl. So, you know, which team is going to win? Are the Eagles going to win their second Super Bowl, or the Chiefs going to reclaim their throne as a Super Bowl champions? You know, we'll see what happens. Other than that, UFC and boxing, there's going to be some interesting fights because I know one of them, you know, is Ryan Garcia versus Tank Davis, Gervonta, and then UFC. You know, we got a couple of the top fights coming up this weekend in Islam Makhachev versus Alexander Volkanovski. So that's going to be a champion versus champion. They're both champions in the different weight divisions, but Alex is going up in weight class, and then you got, you know, a couple other fights coming up. Yeah, man. Other than that, Jay, you know, it's been a great show. The trade deadline was actually kind of some of the things I didn't expect, to be honest. I was actually a little surprised, to be honest. I was kind of surprised with where some of the players ended up. I don't know, the fact that both KD and Kyrie ended up in the West, and this is Kyrie's first time in the Western Conference.
Let's see how he operates. Let's see how he flourishes, or in this case, sink or swim. Yeah,
right. And you know, we'll see how it shakes up because the All-Star game isn't even here yet. You know, and
no, it's not. This was like surprising.
Yeah, so you know, I don't know who are the team captains. I know one of them is LeBron, right? LeBron's one of the team captains.
I think so. It might be him and Giannis again, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe it might be the Celtics. I don't know.
Yeah, the Celtics are the number one team in the NBA. I believe last I checked, they're the number one team.
Yeah. So is it Team Giannis versus Team LeBron or Team Steph? Like, what is it? Sure.
I think it is something like that. I think other teams. Yeah, basically.
I'm being funny, but yeah.
Yeah.
Or Team Jokic, since they're number one.
Yeah. Right. I think other than that, bro, I don't really have much to say. Just I appreciate it. That's a great show, a great topic. I like having talking different style of different things, and sports is one of those all-time things of great passing time to have conversations about. NBA, NFL, UFC, boxing, plethora. Even tennis can be interesting and fun sometimes, entertaining.
And so can hockey. Don't forget that.
Yeah, hockey too. Yeah, right. Hockey.
Yeah, hockey is basically just football. Like it's football on ice skates. Like beat the
basically. That too. Yeah, that too. Other than that,
I think we covered everything for anything.
Oh yeah. Other than that, basically on movies and shows and stuff. I know Ant-Man's coming out soon.
I've been letting that slip my mind, which is crazy because I think I should be excited or feel for it. I'm just gonna go see it and then we'll see. Like I'm not hyped at all for it. I'm just going with low expectations.
Right, and then I heard that people
movies are not necessarily like you jizz your pants or some shit like that. But for me, it's just for me. I mean, it is what it is. I'm talking about like the ones you do for like in-game Infinity War and stuff like that. Like like that's awesome. But
Yeah.
for this, we just got to see. Hopefully, they do Kang right. That's all I really do care about. Give me a good story. Listen. I don't care what Marvel does. Just make your movies good. I don't care about that. I don't give a damn what the
go back to phase 2 and phase 3 again. How you were doing the movies good.
Phase 3, but hopefully that last phase was just like all phase 1 projects, just whatever. And they just course correct this shit. But guys, we're gonna have to talk behind closed doors. Thank you for tuning in for this epic. I don't say epic, but this overall good conversation that we all had regarding sports, the trade deadline. Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant. John Morant running his mouth. Now he has more of a hurdle to get past this time, which I like because he's gonna have to really, like I said, he has to put his money where his mouth is now. And love y'all, but bro, bro, this is gonna be some work you're gonna have to take care of. But thanks guys for tuning in. I appreciate it. This has been your boy Jay Takashi, my man Wally, What's Productions, and my man Marcus. And you guys have a great night. Drink some tea, sleep, and for goodness sakes, don't overwork yourself. I mean, enough about people just passing out from overworking. It's just wild to me. But like I said, just remember your health is number one priority. Other than that, y'all have a great night. Peace out.